What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pretzel Bakeshop. I'm Greg Savage, and this is where we're going to be spending some time with each other, learning our bodies, our minds, our muscles, and our joints, learning why they feel the way that they feel and what we can do to help them feel better. I'm excited to have y'all on this journey with me because I am 47 days in to my 100-day stretch challenge, and if you want to keep track of that, you can follow me on IG at That's Greg Savage. But I wanted to do something that was a little bit less crazy and intense as 50 burpees every damn day for 100 days. So this has been a lot more rewarding. As far as like how I feel when I wake up, how my joints feel when I'm working out. I do really intense workouts. I'm a CrossFitter, so y'all know how that go. And I've been feeling really good lately. So without further ado, this is going to be a 10-minute hip and stretch mobility flow. And the first 5 minutes will be active mobility and the last 5 minutes will be passive stretching. So let's get to it. All right, so I got my interval timer set up right here. It's going to go for 1 minute intervals with a 10-second transition in between each stretch. You can simply follow along with me. I'm gonna be letting you know when time is almost up, or you can make sure that you are set with the timer in front of you. So 10-second countdown. We're gonna start with 90-90s. You want your legs in 90-degree angles, hence 99. You can use your hands to stabilize your torso and just windshield wipe your knees from one side to the other. Now, what you don't want while you do this is to be sunken down or have your hips extremely far forward. You want to have an upright torso, keep your feet planted, and just windshield wipe. Make sure you get both knees to touch your mat if you can. If you can't, just try to push it a little bit, but don't force it. Keep your breaths deep and long. Try to focus on diaphragmatic breathing, which just means think about expanding your rib cage 360 degrees. You want to feel your sides, your front, and your back expand with your inhale, and then exhale 15 seconds. Now you can go do these at your own speed, or you can just stick with me and just really feel where your joints feel a little sticky. 5 seconds. Okay. Now for the next one, we're gonna get in that 90-90 position. You're gonna face the front leg and we're gonna go into forward folds. So what you're gonna do is lean forward. You're gonna feel a nice stretch in your glutes. Come up, use your hands for balance, and then go straight to the other side. If you have the mobility and flexibility, you can do this without any hands. Synchronizing your breaths with the movement. Now, if you feel real crunched up in here, use your hands. You're gonna be sliding all over the place, okay? And this is not about looking perfect. It's just about feeling your body, connecting with your body, and stretching through it. 10 seconds. All right, so the next one that we're going to be doing are internal and external hip rotations. You're going to extend that front leg and then lower your body down to the mat. Now, put your foot wherever it's comfortable for your knee, and then once you get there, you're going to be pulling this knee up and out and back, and then dropping that knee into the mat. If you feel some discomfort in your knee, try moving your foot out to reduce the intensity of the stretch. But if you want more, try pulling it in closer to your butt and keeping that foot in place. This range of motion, the internal rotation of the hip, it gets neglected a lot, whether you're sedentary or even some athletes, because we don't train the internal rotation of the hip. So doing this every day would be really, 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 really good for you. Got 15 seconds and then we'll switch sides. All right, let's switch. And let's go. The thing that we perceive as tightness is just our nervous system protecting our muscles. So if you stretch every single day, you're pretty much telling your muscles, your nervous system is telling your muscles like, hey, we're getting used to this. Like, it's okay to not be so protective, because if you get into a specific stretch, let's say this one, and you stop right here, that's your nervous system telling your muscles chill out, because you're doing too much. But the more you exercise that and you spend time in that discomfort, your nervous system tells your muscles like, okay, I guess we all right. Like, we can push it a little bit further. If you do that every single day, you have no choice but to see improvement. The nervous system and the muscles have no choice but to adapt. Consistency over intensity. Stretching 10 minutes every single day is way better than stretching for 2 hours once a week. All right. So for our next one, we're going to be going into a deep squat with some lateral movement in it. You're going to take a really, really wide stance. Forearms are going to come inside the knees. You're going to drop your hips, and you can just either sit here or you can move from side to side. Not super deep, not unless you want to, if you want to, see what you got. But otherwise, you can just keep it simple. Channel your breath downward into your hips, and just give your knees a gentle push every time you exhale. Make sure that breath is coming deep from the stomach. The reason that deep breathing is so important while you stretch is because of that vagus nerve. The deeper your breaths, the more you can transition into that rest and digest state. The parasympathetic nervous system gets kicked on, and you can actually relax, and your nervous system can, chill out a little bit and give your muscles a little bit more range to move around. 10 seconds. And if you get tired, I know we at the last few, but you can come up to your knees and push them out. But that's it for that one. Next, we got the lizard pose. You're gonna come to a half kneeling position. And ideally, you wanna be able to get your forearms down to the mat. But if you can't, you can start here, or you can have a bolster or some type of pillow that would allow you to still come down to your forearms and still get that really deep stretch. But if not, it's no pressure. It doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to look like me. Just meet your body where it's at. Just go with the flow. Breathe. This one is really, really good for the hip flexor and the inner thigh. If you have lower back pain, 10 minutes a day is something you should definitely be doing for your hip flexors and your hamstring, because that'll take off the stress that your lower back has to go through in order to keep your spine straight. So stretch your hamstrings and your hip flexors every day if you deal with low back pain. 10 seconds. And nice and slowly, switch legs. Stretch that back knee as far back as you like. Come down to your forearms and breathe. And you'll notice with your deep breaths, the more you're able to settle into these stretches and calm your nervous system down, like with your exhales, you'll start to feel your body sink deeper into the stretch. Ideally, you should be like a centimeter, at least a centimeter further into whatever stretch that you in, if you're doing it for a minute long and you're breathing deeply. And that's how you know, like at the end of the stretch, you should be like, I was here, I should be down here at least by the minute, you know what I'm saying? But that comes with time. It's a technique that you got to learn, and you got to be patient with yourself. It's not easy. "15 seconds. 5 seconds. And nice and slowly come up out of that. Now, the next one is one of my favorites. It's the frog stretch. Okay, with this one, you spread your knees apart. You want to make sure that your knees are right in line with your hips. You don't want your hips behind your knees. That's cheating. You want them right in line, not too far forward. That's cheating. You want them right in line. And once you find that sweet spot, you'll feel that stretch going all the way from the very tip of your groin all the way down to the inside of your knee. Once you find it, you can either keep your feet here together or you can have them out. I feel more of a stretch in my inner thighs when I bring them in line with my knees. So I'm gonna stay here. You can either stay on your hands, come down to your forearms. Same thing as always, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Three seconds. Okay, nice and easy out of that one. We're gonna come to our butts, come to a straddle sit, go to our left leg, and we're gonna hit that hamstring. Like I was just saying, this muscle right here being extremely tight is one of the main reasons, or it can be one of the reasons why your lower back could be going through what it's going through. If you're sedentary or if you have an active lifestyle, these can become tight over time. Same thing with your hip flexor. They start pulling on your hips, tilt them forward. Now your lower back got to fight, go through hell and high water in order to keep your spine straight. So hamstrings, hip flexors, stretch them every day. Everybody got 10 minutes a day. Everybody got 10 minutes a day. There is no excuse. I make it a non-negotiable, whether it's at night before I go to bed or in the morning when I wake up. It is a part of my schedule. If I know I got to be at work at 7, I wake up at 5, and the first 10 minutes will be me stretching. If I know I get off at a certain time, we got 5 seconds, and then we're going to stretch, and then we're going to switch. I make sure that it is in my schedule. Let's switch to the other side. We got 10 seconds. But yeah, just make it a non-negotiable. It's something that you absolutely cannot miss, like brushing your teeth. You're not going to leave the house without brushing your teeth. I hope not. But this is lubrication for your joints. This is a necessity for your mind. It's you time. It is, it's spiritual work, it's mental work, it's physical work. So your body is a car, and a car can't run without gas and oil and, other things that it requires to be maintained. So treat your body. I won't say that. I won't say treat your body like a car, because some of y'all probably not treating your car right. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure you're taking care of yourself every day to some capacity, 15 seconds. That's 10 minutes, but I got some extra credit for you. We're going to do 1 minute right here in the center. All you're going to do is walk your hands forward. Try to keep your pinky toes pulled back. If it becomes too much of a strain on your calves or underneath your hamstrings, you feel some nerviness or some numbness, you can back off a little bit. Just let them relax, and then just pull yourself forward. Drop your head. Breathe into your hips. Breathe into your stomach. 15 seconds. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. I appreciate everybody who clicked on this video and joined me today. Did this for yourself. This can't just be like a one-off thing. You got to be practicing this on the daily. It got to be something that you can't end the day without, that you can't get through the day without doing. And you will see a difference. You might be like doubting or questioning whether or not it makes any difference, but I'm 47 days in and my hips don't feel as crusty when I work out. When I wake up, my shoulders don't feel as dusty. Like it's definitely doing something. Motion is lotion, and consistency over intensity. Remember that. I will see y'all here next Sunday.